Hello everybody, I am Omega Recon Gaming. Most of you know I like anime. I mean, who doesn't? You're a heathen. A heathen if you don't like anime. On the other hand, love anime. Yeah, no, if you couldn't tell. Again. So that's why I figured, you know what? I don't really get to talk about, I mean, I talk about anime I like, but I've only really talked about more recent anime. I mean, I've kind of done it like when I did like Eye Shield and like certain other anime, but I really want to talk about a type of genre of anime I like. I like watching pretty much any type of anime except horror. So well, basically, you read the title of the video. It's my personal top anime couples in top five fashion because honestly, I can only think of five, really. I mean, there was a few that could have made the honorable mention, but, you know, I figured, let's just leave it to five. And these are probably the strongest. So let's go with the weakest out of all the five, and start with number five. From Nikosuke, we got Raikou Ichigo and Chitojik Ki- Ki- I can't say that name. I'll have a picture of them, hopefully, if my editing software decides to work. Hopefully it's right here. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Whatever. Um, so these two are absolutely adorable. When Chitojik is not being in a tsundere, she's a great character, honestly. Um, the premise of the story, I'm going to go into it a little bit. Raikou and Ichigo are both part of their families are gang members that are yakuza, I think, and they are to be wed, or I think, well, first they're dating, and then I think the plan was to get them to be wed at some point. So and they start off, of course, on a bad foot, and then as the series goes along, they get closer and closer. But the only thing is that Raikou has feelings for another girl, and then another girl comes in and then says that she's in love with him, so it's like a big triangle. And throughout the series, there's these girls are trying to get with him, and it's just like it's honestly very interesting. The only problem with the show is that it drops off in like the second season. It just hard drops, and it's really a shame because the show's animation is probably one of its strongest. I mean, honestly, I recommend the show to friends, but then I give them the warning that the second season is pretty bad. Like, it starts off amazing, but then it just, like, right after the Christmas episode, it just goes right off, like, the fucking deep end, and it goes into garbage. I mean, there's 1 to 2 good episodes in there, but very few and far between. Ugh. That's why it's number five. Wanokoski is a show that I can recommend to people. Um, Actually, there's another girl in there too, but I won't spoil anything more. Um, so let's move on to number four. Naruto. I have loved Naruto for years. Not as much as I do now, but for years I thought it was an okay show. And then it was one of the shows I actually like finished completely. And then like Shippuden I watched completely, and then I watched it multiple times. Like, it's one of those shows. So, I know like most of the characters' names, and that's one of Naruto's strengths. I've already talked about why I like Naruto, so if you want to go find out why I like that show, yeah, go check that video out. But the gist is, I love Hinata and Naruto. You know, I also like Sasuke and, you know, well, I don't really like Sakura, but she has okay moments. She's better than fucking Tenten. Garbage ass. Anyway, point is, Naruto and Hinata was built up from the beginning, and they're absolutely adorable. Whether they're apart or together, they're absolutely adorable. And then finally, in Naruto, the last movie, it's finally brought to a head. And then like they get spoilers, they get married, and I mean, if you haven't seen Shippuden by this point, it's your fault. I mean, it's been out for so long, and now they're not gonna finish. I don't think they're gonna finish dubbing it at this point. I think they're moving straight to Baruto now. I don't know. But I know they're moving on to Baruto, and Baruto's great. Don't ignore the fucking haters. They're just like, it's just the movie. Yeah, no. It's improving on the movie. If you want to stretch it. There is some filler that's not that interesting, but some stuff in Baruto is pretty good, honestly. Um, it's not, like, the beginning's not that memorable. The beginning to the show is not that memorable. But as you go through it, you find characters that you enjoy, and once you get to the movie bits, it's really good. Um, and now, like, honestly, the show has a lot of great potential. There's a lot of good characters, you know. The first few themes, like the intro and outro themes, are amazing. They're probably the best from Naruto I've probably ever seen. Except for Hinata riding that bicycle. Stupidest ending, but okay. That and Bachkoi. If you're a Naruto fan, and I don't know if you've ever, Bachkoi, bang, bang. That's the stupidest fucking. I show that to my friends. It's so just like so nonsensical. It's so stupid, but it's just so. It's kind of amazing on how weird it is. Just imagining like one of the character has like a death scene, and then they end the episode, and it's just botch bang, but and then the characters start dancing. Go check the ending out for yourself. It's actually, anyways, getting off topic. Hinata and Naruto are absolutely adorable from the beginning to the end of the show, and honestly, they're the reason I pretty much stick around. I mean, I like the characters in general, like Sasuke. Kakashi's awesome. Minato's great for when he's in there. Fucking Jiraiya! Honestly, Jiraiya and Tsunade could have maybe made the list because, you know, I find their chemistry really adorable too. But I'm gonna go with Naruto and Hinata because they're the reason I stayed throughout the show. Um, Sasuke is also my favorite one. Actually, Sasuke is my favorite character, but Naruto is a very close second. Very close. He's kind of like Kaiba. He's just like the badass, you know. Even in Baruto, he shines really well. You know, when he's hugging, you know, his wife and child, and I'm just like, okay, you know what you're doing. Because if you know Sasuke, you know he don't give a shit about fam. Well, shouldn't say that. His family was murdered by his brother. Anyway, moving on to number 3. From Anatsu de Maturi. That name, it's so annoyingly weird. But it's called, in English term, it's called Waiting in Summer. No, Waiting in the Summer, Waiting in Summer. Things don't translate well. Anyway, it's Kaito, Kirishima, and Ichika. That was her. Ichika? I'm gonna go with Ichika. Takasuki. These two are absolutely adorable. They have this really cute, adorable scene when he goes in to kiss her, and he bumps her they bump their glasses, and like every time I see it, I'm just like, oh, I love it so much. They have so many cute, adorable scenes together. Their chemistry is honestly really great, and it really drives throughout the entire series. I mean, honestly, like, by the way, just because I like a couple in this does not mean I think a show is better than another show. Because Naruto is number 2 on my list for best anime, but Naruto and Hinata couple wise, I'm looking at couples specifically, not whether the show is better or not. Now, to be fair, one of the lists is from my number 1, but that's a coincidence. Anyway, so these two throughout the whole show are just freaking adorable, and I love them. The whole show is going through like a romance triangle thing, and it's done extremely well. You know, it's got aliens, the men in black. I love it. Me and Matt, when we're watching anime together, we always love making fun of when they do like when the Japanese try to say English words and they fail horribly. So in this show, they're like the men in black, and Ace of the Diamonds, Chris's father says, "Oh my God." It's so fucking bad, but it's so kind of great. Um, in Orange, the fucking who breeds dogs? What kind of what kind of what kind of oh, it's so stupid. Anyway, point being, these two are adorable. If you have not seen Waiting in Summer, it's a cute little anime, which it's pretty gripping actually. I honestly definitely recommend checking out. Now, from these point forward, I these couples made the show for me. Next, from Golden Time, baby, we got Banrei Tarabandi and Kaga Koko. The cutest, the second cutest couple I've ever seen. If not the cutest, it was very close. It was very close between this and my number 1 spot. But my fucking god, this couple made Golden Time for me. Golden Time is one of the cutest shows well, not the cutest. It's got a lot of hardcore scenes. Not like blood scenes, but they talk about a lot of, well, serious things. Um, well, not that many. I mean, there's cults in like the second episode, but it's not. It's completely. It doesn't have to do with anything with the. It's kind of they kind of just get wrapped up into the cult, and you know they got to get out of it and blah blah blah. But you know, it never shows up for the rest of the plot. It just kind of just happens and kind of pushes the plot through. So don't use that as a turn to not watch it. This show is amazing. If you have not seen Golden Time, it's animated by the amazing JC Staff, which I think they did Waiting in Summer too as well. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100%, so don't hold me to that. I know they did Toradora, and I know they did Pet Girl of Sakuretsu? Sakuretsu? I don't know. I don't know how it's exactly pronounced, but I'm thinking I'm pronouncing it right. See, Japanese names are weird. Screw it. You know what I was meaning to say. Anyways, these two are absolutely adorable, and they have many. Even the theme is adorable. The first one, the second one's okay. She has in the intro. She has like the hard eyes, and it's like a really cutesy theme. Honestly, once like after the first episode, honestly, the show like, you know, once they get over a certain hurdle, you know, the show gets really good. Um, it's very relatable, honestly, and that's why I kind of fell in love with the show. Honestly, I don't want to spoil too much because it's really good and you should definitely check it out. Moving on. Number one. Do I even need to say it? Do I even need to? I'm gonna say it anyway. Hero and Zero Two from Darling in the Franxx. Darling in the Franxx is my favorite anime, and if you say otherwise, then fuck you because this is my list. Deal with it. I love them. I love them in the show. I love them as characters by themselves. If you took them out of the show, they'd still be great. I love their chemistry. I absolutely adore them. They're so cute. They kick ass together. And while the ending to the show leaves a bit to be desired, the ending is still fine. You know, it's not the powerful ending I wanted, but, you know, it's serviceable. It's not fucking garbage like some people say it is. And the first season was better. The first season was pretty good. The second season's fine. I don't get why people are fucking just, oh, Zero Two turns into the fucking mech, and so what? It's weird, but it's not bad. Get fucking over it. These are the same team that worked on Gurren Lagann. And if you like that show, then you have no excuse not to like this show. I mean, they do weird shit in Gurren Lagann, like fucking... Doesn't, like, Simone's hand turn into the drill at the end? Yeah, explain that. Because he wills it. Anyway, point being, they were just adorable. If you have not seen Darling in the Franxx yet, Golden Time, Waiting in Summer, Naruto, or Nikosuke, you need to, because the animated couples in them are absolutely adorable. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all next time.